Well, hello there people, and welcome to episode number 24 of TerraFirmaPunk 2.0 with me, DankNStein. We're in our cheeky little yard. I just wanted to show you something I've been doing off camera. I have been sifting more dust, and you will see that we didn't get very much. This here is the total of, I think, 8 stacks. Although I used half of the bone meal, didn't I, before when I did a bit. So we might have got a bit more bone meal from it. But like 8 stacks of dust. That took 2 of those iron hammers, so I put 4 iron ingots into that. Yeah, not much, is it? But for things like obsidian dust, I'm not sure how else we get them. And for now, it's certainly a very easily accessible, like low-tech way of generating some of those resources. And so the plan for today's episode is to do a few odds and sods around the place and to focus on our underwater base down there. So I just want to show you this. Look, I only have 1 iron ingot left now. So we're going to make some more iron this episode too. Now, the recipe we're going to use for the enchantment table, we can do things like this, but we need obsidian blocks and flawless gems or diamonds. You know, like flawless rubies, it takes flawless sapphires. Or then there's this recipe. Now this looks like the proper TerraFirmaCraft style recipe. A bookshelf, 2 basalt bricks, and 6 kind of normal quality gems. Just standard diamond or amethyst or whatever it is, agate. I hope it takes them all. I think it does. So, I was looking at our gems. Now, here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 there of normal quality. But we have this exquisite one. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to break the exquisite one down. Now, I'm not sure how you do that. I think it's with a hammer, which I don't have. Oh, hang on. Let's just have a little nap on the floor in the workshop here. Honestly, this sleeping bag is just amazing. Alright, so morning. What were we doing? Okay, so a hammer. Do we have one here? Yes. Excellent. I think this is how you do it, just from memory. Amazing, and that makes exquisite. That makes 4 flawless ones. Wow, okay. And we do it again, then we get the normal quality ones. Interesting. So maybe we can just do it with these opals. Because clearly we have these in greater supply than anything else that we've got. Let's see if this works. Come on. Oh, no, I forgot to make the bookshelves first. Schoolboy error, right. So we do that, and then I hope this works with opals. I didn't actually see it on the list, but I don't see why it wouldn't. It seemed to be rotating them all. Yes! So good. Alright, amazing. So, I actually thought one of the places we could keep this would be down here. I don't know. Like, we're going to be, whenever we make tools and armor and stuff, we're going to be doing it up there, so it kind of makes sense to enchant it here. Then again, we're probably going to set up grinders, aren't we, like XP grinders. And this is going to be the old style, yeah, it doesn't need any lapis. Interesting. Okay. So we'll chuck these back up here anyway. So just very quickly then, we're going to run over to the dungeons, because I think we picked up a whole load of other books there, didn't we? And having more books to make our bookshelves for the enchantment sort of space is going to be a must. And we don't, like I said, we don't have like reeds and paper yet, so it's another thing to add to our list for exploration, along with blaze rods. Over here, I did some work. You might notice that the kind of half demolished structure that was here is now gone. I just took it all down. I kind of wanted to gather all the nice blocks that it's made out of more than anything for our underwater base. I figured that'd be useful. Yeah, and I've been doing a bit of off-camera work on that as well, which I'll show you in just a moment. So I was just going to bring back, just bring back the bushes and those books. Okay, we'll do that for now. But yeah, so in the long run, we'll build like a nice kind of entrance to this, and down there, there'll probably just be a load of like spawners, load of like mob grinding farms and things, eventually, because as far as I can tell, this is going to be the spot closest to our base where we have access to loads of spawners. I'm gonna probably add to my fruit tree, my fruit bush kind of area here. Nice. That's quite a small one. I wasn't expecting it to be so small. I think these are strawberry bushes here, so they'll connect. And just kind of keep the walkway, so actually. Like that maybe if we move those two as well. So much more to place. Okay, that one can go there. Okay, fine. We spent a lot of time on that. To the underwater base, go. Alright, so you'll notice down here, I have been busy with this. Ha! A doorway. I know I said that we might do a doorway over there, but it just isn't practical. It's a ridiculous place to put a door to try and get to there. This seemed to work because if we come down here, and this is all very rough at the moment, I'm going to build this interior to look kind of nice. If we come down here, you'll see we hit our old copper mine. We caused quite a lot of serious cave-ins, but I kind of tidied up this area that we're kind of coming through. But I thought maybe a glass window here, just looking out into the darkness of the cave, might be quite cool. I think it was episode 3 that we first mined this place out, or first started to, and then we came back around episode 15 or something and really finished it off. But if you follow this down here, you see it's not very far before we appear in here. And as I showed you last time, I've cut a lot more of this out now, which is cool. And so what I was thinking of doing is starting to dig more of this middle bit out now. I think that's the first port of call. I was going to spend the last 10 minutes of the episode as well looking at making a carpenter, because the more research I do into the different recipes that we're going to be needing going forwards, it seems that everything has like a version of the recipe that can be done using the carpenter, and a lot of them are a bit cheaper or a bit simpler, and some of them can only be made using the carpenter. So at some point we're going to have to make one of these anyway, and it's unbelievably long and time consuming looking at all this stuff, but we're going to do that towards the end of the episode. But right now, digging all this out, I was thinking, how do we do this? So we've got these at this level here, these sycamore support beams. So what I thought was, that block there is supported by this. So if we put more support beams on top of that block, like starting there, going up 1, 2, 3, that would actually hold up the block that's in line with the top of our window. Like it's those support beams starting there would finish up underneath where those basalt bricks are. So that would be perfect. And then I don't know what we'd do. Then we'd need to kind of fill in that ceiling. So actually thinking about it, is it easier to... Oh, I don't know. I think it might be easier to do it 2 up. Anyway, I'm going to go get some support beams and I'll be right back. Okay, so we need to dig up to the level that we want to be at. So let's go like something like that. Hopefully we're not tempting fate too much doing this. And I guess we could go in that direction, would be even better. To stay out towards the edge. And then it's up at this level, right? Oh dear. Yeah, I thought that might happen a lot. Okay. Right. So that's kind of done something. Because now we can just rinse all of this here. All this back here. And we can go 4 blocks in every direction from this point. And so obviously then we don't actually need to put any on the lower level. Now that we've got that first one that's on the higher level, we should be able to do all of our supports on the higher level. Alright people, I've done some pretty decent work here. Let me just get rid of this a little bit. I've run out of shovel, and also I've run out of support beams, and I've come to a little bit of a conundrum, so I'm going to share the conundrum with you. Spam a few more torches around. Okay, nice. So you can see I'm using these, I've also run out of these blocks actually, I need to go back over to my wood and get them, but I'm using these white cedar with outline. Like I said, I plundered them from that dungeon structure thing, so there should be plenty of these around, but I think I've got another 5 stacks or something anyway. And what I've done is I've basically just gone from this edge all the way back. Whoa, and from the other edge of the window all the way back, so we kind of end up with this like right angled corner here with the big window like that. But my conundrum is, because it's all gravel, and it has been tricky doing this, as soon as I remove these supports in order to put these blocks in, those two will fall through. So we're going to have to kind of do a little bit of just filling in the top from above kind of thing. I'm out of water as well. So lots of reasons to go and stock back up. I'm going to probably make myself a blue steel shovel. And so maybe we'll take a little metalworking break. Maybe I might work all that iron into ingots as well, because we've got 5 batches of iron. Let's go have a look. So that's the 5th iron bloom there. And the reason I did 5 is because what we get as a standard amount is 840. And so if you do 5 sets, what you end up with is an extra 2 ingots from the 540s. 5 times 40. You don't end up with any spare. And 5. So, everything points towards that magic number for making iron, I think. And it makes me think that if I was to ever get really overexcited with this game, like I'm not already, that the kind of, double bloomery, triple bloomery, nah mate, you want a quadruple, no, what do you call it, quintuple, a 5 bloomery setup anyway, 5 bloomeries in a row would be the kind of ideal sort of iron mass production arrangement, wouldn't it? Okay, so they're going, that's nice. We want 1 blue steel ingot to make our shovel. Could do a red one, but no, it's gonna be blue. Unless we think that's a waste. I mean, maybe that's just a waste. Where did it go? See, it went to my miner's backpack. That is kind of annoying. Let's just make a normal steel one, shall we? No, I've changed my mind again. We will do blue steel, because ultimately we need loads of steel to make our next batch anyway, so the steel's kind of almost just as valuable anyway in a mad way. And, I do want to see how fast a blue steel shovel is, because I bet it is insanely quick. Okay, so we're going to do this quickly. You've seen me bash away on anvils many times before, so I'm probably just going to do most of this off camera, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, and we are spent. We are all done with the iron, and it didn't take very long at all, and actually we desperately needed this, especially with all the railcraft stuff coming up. I'm probably going to need to do another batch of this. We got 42 out of my kind of batch of 5 bloomeries worth, gives us 42 ingots plus the one we had, 43 there. I think maybe another 42, so we're sitting with something like 80. That'll probably see us through for a while, so I might do that next episode. In fact, I'll do it in between episodes, but what I might just check now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 sets of 20, 21 sets of 20 plus 12 spare, and then we've got that for the iron. Cool, yes, we're still looking pretty good on our iron ores. Anyway, back to digging out the underwater cave thing. Let's go. Alright guys, this feels like quite a milestone. Like, just digging that out, I knew it was going to look cool, but I don't think prepared for how much of an effect it was going to have on the kind of appearance of this big window. Now that you can take a step back like that and take the whole thing in, man, this room is going to look awesome. It's going to be very, very cool. Do we need more? I feel like we need to put some basalt bricks in there just to kind of level the view out a little bit, like that. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really happy with it. So that's probably enough work down here for now, because like I said, I also want to look this episode at making a carpenter. Wish me luck, eh? So let's take a quick look now at some of the things we're going to need. So we're going to need these bronze gears. There are two options, the forestry ones or the Shergant one. So we can do them just on an anvil with bronze like that. With the bronze links you make from a coil, which is 1 ingot. Yeah, so we could do that quite easily. The other type... Nope, that's the same type. The other type is that one. A tin. So you need some tin and some bronze. How do you make the rack wheels out of these pieces? Oh, we have to cast them. Yes, I remember now. I looked at that and I thought that looked like more of a mission, to be honest, to me. Because presumably that's 1 ingot for each quarter of that thing. That's going to be very expensive. The other one... brass cogwheels. You just make them out of a double ingot. Oh, that's the cheapest one. Oh, we're doing that. Okay, so we'll do that one. Amazing. The tank. 4 iron ingots, glass sheets, easy. No probs. So that's the top row sorted. Sturdy gearbox. Right, so we need copper gears. Can we make the cheap ones, those types? No, it looks like there's only those two other options that we just saw. Like that with tin, okay. Okay, well we'll do one of the two. Bronze ingot's fine, and an internal mechanism. Oh my god. Yes, these things go so deep. But guys, we did well down here. Like, look at it. One last look. Amazing. This is going to imagine when it's got all of the immersive engineering machines in here, and we put some nice walls and some floor in, some lighting. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm just starting to gather up all of these things here. We've got 4 and 4 of these that have gone into one of my bags. Oh, for God's sake. Yep. Oh, they've gone into both the bags. Yeah, maybe these aren't actually as useful as they perhaps seem, unless you're kind of going on specific resource gathering missions. There we go. There's the tank. So that's the first piece of our carpenter is done. I was looking at the squeezer just now as well. There we go, carpenter. So we've got that. We can make a load of these brass cogwheels because they're actually throughout these recipes. See, there's them there, they're in there. So those brass cogwheels with double brass ingots, I'm going to make like 10 to start with, and then I haven't actually counted how many we need, but we'll make 10. So five brass double ingots we're going to make. And you'll also notice that there are in lots of places, not there, somewhere here, we've got lots of brass sheets, and that's why I went over to the what do you call it, dungeon again, to pick up one more of those that we dropped. So we've got 6 that were just dropped by zombies, so they're good, so they can go there too. And while I was over there, I picked up the painting. Oh yeah, look at that. It was like the third time I put it on the wall, it gave me that massive one that fit perfectly, and it's a skull that's on fire. Yes. Awesome. So we're going to make a load of those, loads of these brass cogwheels, and we're going to make these brass springs as well, and then see where we are with these, with making these middle 3. Alright, so the brass is getting dangerously hot all of a sudden. So we're going to be welding all of these as quickly as we can. It takes a while to warm up to kind of metalworking speed. Right, there we go, they've already all gone. But we got 3 made. But I've also grabbed some tin, because we're going to be using the tin to make, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate, to make, where was it? Nope, somewhere. These, the metal chains. We're going to get all the metal chains made now as well, I think, well, hopefully. Again, I'm not actually counting, I'm just kind of going to overshoot on every front and figure that that is going to be the best, because ultimately I'm going to need more of these things down the line. So we're going to do those 2 stages now. Draw, hit, hit. Yes, we got our 3 chains. And yeah, this will be the second batch here. How are these doing? Just in time to weld our last 2. Bang. Alright, it's coming along. Alright, boom. Guys, look at this. I'm starting to collect up quite a few items here. Just made me some bronze sheets there. And now we've got quite an exciting milestone. Here we go. With 1 piece of redstone. Okay, was it something like that? Yes, there we go. The mechanical board. Excellent. Excellent work. And then with these, the bronze sheets and the mechanical board, we get our spanner. Now I'm hoping this spanner will not be consumed when I use it in recipes, like it's one of these kind of tools like the hammer that just sits there. Because if you look at it, wait, actually it's this recipe here, it's this one, the mechanical board recipe. The one we just did there is quite expensive with the brass, and it's, you know, much cheaper, and with the metal chains, and it's much cheaper with the spanner. I've just remembered I've got something cooking. Oh, they went. Lucky I had the molds in. So we're going to use these 2 ingots to make another final brass double ingot, because we also need to make... I'm so lost in these recipes. Where is it? Here. This, the brass rivets out of a double ingot. So that's coming up. But the other thing I discovered... Yeah, I guess we're waiting for these to cool, right? So I can do this now. The other thing I discovered is that we can make brass ingots. I need to take these into, like... I can't remember which mod it's from now. But we can make them into, we'll see in a minute, cogs of the machine brass plates, and they can often be used, not always, but often be used in place of the TerraFirmaCraft sheets. So that's a quick and cheap win. I'm just going to make 7 of those, just because that's what I had. And we've still got these anyway, the brass sheets that were dropped by mobs, but it can't hurt to have a cheaper, more efficient alternative, right? And I guess we need to start cooking up the copper now. So this is going to make, no, not in there, in here, these copper gears. Wow, this is crazy, guys. And I've got my 3 bronze ingots there for that recipe you just saw. So we're making quite significant progress now. I wonder if we can make the cheap version of that, this thing. Chains, yeah, okay. So we got the chains, we got them, we got them, and we got that. What did I do wrong? So let's try that again. Redstone in the middle. That there, and finally chains on the bottom. We can make 4. I think that's just what we need to do. Just need to put all our chains into those. I don't think there was any other recipe I saw that used the chains. And look, confirmed. The spanner stays. And it didn't even take durability. So that was definitely an excellent investment. For sure. Alright, yeah, these are coming along nicely. Alright, so we've got almost all of the pieces now. I think, so this is my side of pieces that actually are used in the recipe itself. And then here's all the kind of like prerequisite stuff that we're building up. And the last piece of the puzzle are these cylinders here and the saw blade. So the saw blade's easy enough. 2 raw iron sheets, and I only need 1 of them. Okay, so we need 4 for the saw blade, plus we need another 2 here and another 4 there, so that's 6, and we need 2 pistons, so that's 12, plus 4 is 16. And then there's more, isn't there? Then there's these. Have I done that right? Or did they just count something twice? Oh man, I'm so confused. Right, and then we add this, which is 2, 4, 8 more. So in total we need 24 iron ingots, plus the 4 zinc that we already have. Wow, what did I just say? My mind is melting. It's 24, right? Is that like all we have? No, it's gonna be, okay. Yeah, you can see I'm getting slow here, but guys, look at how we rinsed the iron making this carpenter. Wow, it's gonna be crazy. And so the piston recipe really is a mission. Then we make these piston bases like that with lumber and redstone. So it's mostly, the rest of it's junk. This is the valuable stuff that we're gonna have to spend on a bit of redstone. So we'll do that, and then we'll have all the pieces and we'll make the carpenter. Alright, quick update halfway through. I've got the 2 zinc sheets ready, hot and ready. I've got the saw blade, which took forever. That like anvil recipe is impossible. And now I'm just heating up 20 iron ingots. Alright guys, I think if I've worked out what I'm doing, that was the last bit there. I think that's everything. What are those 2 sheets for? Yeah, they're cold, so they must be for something that is to be crafted. I think, let's cool these 2 down. I think we can do it all now, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. I think we've got all the items we need right here. Those are spares, we don't even need those. So let's get cracking. First thing is first, let's make, we've got the 2 bronze gears, we've got the whole top row, so let's make these servo arms. So we need to make a load of cylinders. Yes, so let's make our cylinders. So we need pistons first. Okay. Oh man, this is exciting. So that's what these are for, and these are for, and these are for. Now if I've messed this up, it's probably quite likely. And then what was the recipe that goes with that? Redstone either side, the glass panes and the tubes. Okay, so we've got the tubes, the glass panes we need. Okay. Yes, the cylinders. And we get 4 of them, which I think is the total that we need. Oh man, this is good. Let me eat some lemon. You can see, look, the health of my character has just gone down the pan while I've been doing all of this crafting. Like 900 total hit points. Right, okay, onwards. Before I go crazy. So the mechanical boards, we've got quite a lot of the saw blades, those things, and that's, we can make this piece now, the mechanical saw, if I can remember all of that. So we need one of those, a couple of them, some of them. Have I got everything? I think. Can I not use the cheapo ones? I can't use these. I need actual brass sheets. Thank God I have them. Can't remember the recipe again already. Okay. I don't have the saw on me yet. Give me those. So saw goes up there. Was that there? That was there. They were there. That was there. And that was there? No. The spanner in the middle. Yeah, mechanical saw. Uh-huh. Okay, we don't want to make any more of them. 1 is plenty. And that goes over on that side. Okay, onwards. So it's just the middle row now. We've got all the top row, all the bottom row. We just need the middle row, right? Yeah, sweet. So the middle row is servo arms. Easy. I got it. I got it right here. I can't remember it already. What? How did I do that? Okay. Okay. Forgotten it again already. Did I not make enough cylinders? Oh, this is what I was fearing. 4. No, that should be plenty. That's fine. Good, that's all we need. So we put those down, and then the other thing in the middle row is the sturdy gearbox. So we need to make one of these bad boys. Perfect. That was like that, and that was like that, and that was there. Amazing. Oh, my memory is getting better. What am I doing? No, this one. Yeah, so then this is where my 3 bronze ingots and the copper. Oh my god, this is so crazy. The copper comes into play. That and that and that. And then where is that one? That there. Sturdy gearbox. Oh my god, guys. Let's put all these bits that we don't need down. Because this is serious. Is that still going? I'm still wasting my coal. This is everything, right? Including that bit there. Okay, so that can also go over on the shelf. Let's just put it down. Oh, look at that. Alright, so boom, let's do it. We want you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And I think I've seen this recipe enough to remember it, because it's the one that I keep looking at. Oh, wow. Guys, this took so long. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of this. Right, let's go, and I'm going to end the episode here, obviously, because we're probably ridiculously over time. I have no idea how much footage I've gathered right now. The edit's going to be a blast. But let's go put this downstairs, because I feel like this is symbolic now. This is a moment. Like, the underwater base has begun. I mean, I guess it began when I put the window in, but like, now it's like got a machine in it, albeit a very small one. And look, this is testament to how long I've been away. All my torches are out. We'll just do a couple here to give us a bit of a kind of feel for the place. And we'll do this in pride of place, actually. What am I doing? Bang. Oh, it's so crazy. It needs RF. No way. I thought it needed some like oil. Okay. Maybe the oil is, we can use Creosote oil. Maybe that's what gives it its... I don't know how this thing works. I just know that I keep seeing it. So we made it. We actually made it. And with that, guys, I'm going to say a good day. And I will see you next time. Take it easy. Bye. Peace.